piece of ash, clear knots, sprout ash. It's something like that.
That's an ash tree?
That's an ash, yeah. And how you can tell before the leaves comes out, see how them goes one way and then they go the other way?
Yeah.
Branches go one way and then they go. Now.
So you see a likely victim?
No, I can't. I believe we could get one out of that. Oops. Come on here. Flies. Get an ear.
That's your measure, is it? Arm's length?
Well, this for me, but some people got longer arms than others.
Yeah.
There.
All right.
That's the end you start from. And come back.
So this is the end that gets split into the little bits?
That's right. And this here's your handhold here. A sprout ash. This end here. You split them back this way. I leave the bark on here because when you put the covering on, it gives a little more of a grip.
Right.
Well, I have a knife, something like a bread knife, a longer blade onto it.
Yeah.
After it's barked, I take and split it in half, and then quarter it, and then take and de-heart it, take the heart out. And from there, I start in each quarter and make 3 strands out of it, which gives me 12 strands. 12 strands, yeah, for a braided one. Now a twisted one, I use 7 strands. If you are making that for a left-handed man, you braid to the left. And if you're braiding it for a right-handed man, you go the opposite way. When he goes to use it, it works better, draws better in his right hand. If he shifts over in his left hand, well, he may not be able to handle it. You start shaving it out in these little strands. And when you get it all shaved to where you think you want it, you take a piece of sandpaper and smoothen it up some. And from that you stick it in some hot water and soak it, and then braid it. And you got your whip. Then you hang it up and let it dry for a couple of weeks.
Right.
And you keep checking it, see if it's going crooked or keeping straight. And when you think it's dry enough, and then you capture a covering and sew your covering on. And that is a calf hide covering. Have a piece of leather the right length for your handle. So you can double it up here, make your eye, and come back when you're braiding it. Yeah. It has to be twice to lift the handle. See, that ain't quite, but when you get your cod line on, it will be. It takes me about 2 hours to time you start splitting it until you get it shaved out. And half an hour to braid it. And it takes you about the same length of time to sew that on. Now years ago, when they was using oxen in the wintertime, they drill that up so far, and then they put a hole in here and they pour lead in there to give it the right balance for their hand. And they also use that hole, they fill that with kerosene oil and plug it, and their mittens wouldn't freeze to the whip.